Hello y'all, welcome back to another video with Haytopia. This one is probably going to be a little shorter because today I'm removing this big rail line and I'm going to install a transportation system. My population is at 100,000 people. 130,000 people. Which is a lot of people. I don't know if it's quite international airline sized, but I feel like this is just a great way to go. And I'm going to put it right here. So, I was going to put industrial here, but as you can see, if I put the industrial here, it would blow into that. So I can't really put the industrial past, like, here-ish. Which should give me enough room to place this in. I don't quite know how I'm going to connect it up, but that's why I am here. So I can make a video about connecting it. Alright, I'm going to put the train track. I'm going to try to get the train tracks to go up here. That might be a little, not steep, like high angle of curve, but it seems like it's fine. Just got to get it right perfectly around. It's going to run right along the side of this place. Like almost directly on the border until we get to about here. Ah, that is a very steep incline. I believe I'll need to bring out soften terrain tool. Yep, 100%. Brush size. It's 800. Oh, that is... I can hear my computer getting louder from how much calculations it's doing. This must be very overwhelming. There we go. So now I can properly level the terrain, or smoothen the terrain out. It's a lot of lag. I think I'll have to do this later. Or if I maybe pause everything, will it get faster? Hold on, I need daylight. There we go. Alright, it's smoothing out that terrain. This hill, or this road can go. I don't actually use it. Yep, just smoothing it all out. There we go. Now I can run my train track to there. Good, good, good. So now I'm going to run this exit here. How many lanes is that? I think that's this lane road. Oh, never mind. It's a 5-lane. So this is going to make kind of a turn onto... Or this is going to be part of... This is going to be a little weird. I definitely will have it connect into Hayden Road, and so that's like right up here. It's just the question of how do I connect it to Hayden Road, and I think the main way I could do it is just that. then I have this one. Oh, I didn't even realize that passed through the train track. Yeah, I'll have to turn that into a bridge. Here we go. And then it wouldn't be Haytopia if I didn't have some truly large roundabouts. I don't know why that one's so squished. But now I've got 2 roundabouts. This isn't my best international airport placement. But I think if I make the area around it look nice, it itself will look nice. Getting this to come over the train, or over... Alright, I've connected that to there. So now that this international airport can start operating, I need to connect some things to it. So what is this, cargo train? No, it's passenger train, okay. So I'm going to have this one come like here-ish, off from here. Merge in like that. There we go. So a long train line. Connect that one to there, to there, and then back. With my train line, I'm going to make it free and put 8 trains to it. Now, time to get this airport busy. Alright, the Chirpex space station is a little smaller. So first, I'm going to get all of my... Well, I'll get a few passenger airlines. So I think the right side will be passenger... Or no. Yes, the right side should be passenger. The left side can be cargo. And I think these are the different cargo stations. So I'll just start with this, going to there, and then back. It'll go out to there, and then it'll come back. This one will connect to, let's see. That's a road connection. Ah, here's a plane connection. Cool. Alright, I got this one, which can go to there. Pretty much offering flights to every airport that I can. And that's all the airports. Only 4 airline, or only 4 options. That's not that many. I would have liked more connections to cities, but I didn't get to choose it, so it is what it is. So these being the only 4 spaces, I still have to find a way to fill all these up. So I'll connect this one to here. And then this one down to there. I guess I could connect... Oh, these aren't cargo vehicle ones. So I can only use those ones. Alright. Let me connect to here. And then I said let me connect to here. And then back. And then I guess these two, I can make one that goes from here to here and back, and one from here no, actually, hold on. I'm going to delete this line. What's this one? Cargo Airline 5. I'm going to take this one, and I'm actually going to remove this one. I've got a plan. Cargo Airline, this one, or 5, is going to be to every single one. And then back. And then I'll have this cargo airline thing go to an airport over here for cargo. Alright, time for passenger airline. Let me first do a cargo trip that goes from here and back. That goes from here to here. And then from here to there. I want to fill the sky with airplanes. I think these are pretty meaningless. Okay, I'm going to remove all those extra ones I just added. I should only have 5, right? 5 cargoes? Yeah. And then the 6th one will go there. Okay, so for passenger airlines, I don't know how I'm going to fill out all of these spaces. It's just so many. I'll try to fill up on this side a little more. So maybe I just set one that can go from to everywhere. There's just way too many terminals. It goes to those two. It goes to this one. And this one. I'm just literally adding random connection points. Like, I don't know how anybody, or how the City Skylines developers intended for us to use all these. Because this is just way too many. Let's see. I think we've got all of them. I'm also going to build a dedicated airport over it. Well, not a dedicated airport, but I will build an airport that is more strongly applicated for this industrial space here. I'm going to put it all the way on top of the mountain. And then I'll have to find out a way to connect this down to there. And then I can connect it by highway down to there. This is a terrible idea. I do not recommend. Let's see. If I possibly... This might work if I route it like that. And then I need it to become a turnaround. Alright, and then I can connect that to there. I can finish up by turning this into 4-lane roads. So if I turn that to 4-lane roads, I can connect all that. Alright, let's see. What options do I have for a dedicated cargo terminal? Good. Cool. Let's see. Oh, I have train access too. Good thing is, there's like a train, or there's a, outside of the map, it's like right there. Perfect. No pedestrian access. Why the heck does that matter? Is this only for trains? Okay, this is only for cargos. So I can just, real quickly beef up another cargo train. This can be anything, any train model, and there'll be one of them. That's just how it is. I didn't assign it to be one, that's just how it is. Cargo airlines. No cargo vehicle access. Okay. This one will be from here to here. So it'll be an inner city cargo transport. This one though will be to all over the city, or all over the world. And then passenger airlines, I can have one go over to this side of the city and connect here to there, and then one to each of the major points. So if I connect it to each of the major points, I don't think it registered. That's a waypoint now, or a waypoint. Complete route. And then one more to here. And then down. Good, good, good. I do, unfortunately, need to make this, or I need to make connection points. So I'll just connect those two. I can also make this a place where it outputs Dookie. Got it. I can put that there, and then for inside the airport, a special tower dedicated to it. Now all I need to do is I'll just go through each one of these and make it maximum, but I'm not going to bore you guys with that. So if you want to click off the video, now is a great time. But if you do want to watch me just randomly assign these, you can. Alright, I'm going to do that now. Do. I'm probably not going to talk much here, just because I don't have much necessarily to talk about. I'll have to figure out which one of those is a regional and which of them... Well, I can just assign both. That way I don't actually have to figure it out. And then, like, even if it is a regional jet, and it's only going across the city, it can haul a lot of people across the city. Huh, which one have I... Oh, food. Which one did I modify? I wish I could modify this all from one space. Oh, no, not 50 cents. Or $50. It's also really cheap for an airplane ticket. I guess it's only like a tax. Or something. I wish I could keep this transportation tab open. Like, if I close it, can I, like... Ah, there is a way I can open it. Okay, I'm not going to look at my budget sheet. I'm just going to keep selecting free, 7, clear. I did 3. Did I do 5? I did 5. Wait, did I do 4? Yeah, but I didn't select regional 2. Alright, 6. Free. 2. 7. 5? That's a lot of aircraft. I'm going to see how busy these are after. Wish I knew how to, like, or not even I wish I knew, I wish I would take the time to go back through and, like, put, like, editor note, skip to the end to see how much chaos there is. But I'm not doing that. Maybe when I edit all the compilations, I'll do that. Future me. Remember to do that. I'm sure I missed one when I was clicking through these. But it's not really a big problem, since there's 14 of these. It's a lot of planes. Oh. I guess I'm on 14 now. So now I can look through and see. Let me go to cargo now. And then I can just assign vehicles multiple. Oh, cargo. Four. Let's see, 5. 6. And that number, 7. Nobody makes 6, 7 jokes, please. What does this say? This building requires at least one outside route or connection and back for vehicles to operate. When it says one outside connection, what is it? Oh! No, I didn't clip these roads. No, these roads are still very much there. I don't get it. That's connected to the outside, though. What? I don't get it. You know, maybe it's just not for me to understand. Does this one have that problem? What do you mean, no outside connection? What am I supposed to give it? Hey, this one's not doing that. Why is that? Airline 11. Let's see, Airline 11 isn't giving it to me. Where is Airline 11? I don't understand what's happening here. Not connected to the outside. So, what happens if I just remove? Oh, and now that one. Oh, wait, never mind. Hold on. It's the, that one. 11. Let me find it. What's so special about 11? I didn't modify it with 11. Now that I modified 11, is it going to give me that error? Oh, and there's time. And yeah, it gives me that. Okay, got to install my protective measures. Apparently this thing pretty much needs a full suite. I mean, no car access. Okay, I'm gonna do something kind of evil here. I'm gonna use AI. How do I fix this in City Skylines 2? It has 2 as TOO instead of just the number 2 or TWO. Looks like you built a great terminal, but the game is flagging because it doesn't actually have a... Oh, it seems like I just have to double them. Drag to insert waypoint. So let's see, does that fix it? Let me see. Here, I'll have it read it to you. If it can figure out how to read.
It looks like you built a great terminal, but the game is flagging that it doesn't actually have a way to reach the rest of the world. In cities, Skylines 2, placing the building is only half the job. You have to manually tell the planes where to go. Here is how to fix the not connected to outside connections error for your airport. 1. Create airplane paths. Even if the airport is near the edge of the map, planes need invisible tracks to follow. Open the Transportation menu and select the Airplane tab. Select the Airplane Path tool. Draw a path from your airport's runways/stands out to the edge of the map until you connect with the pre-existing yellow dots, the outside connection points. 2. Establish a transport line. The error message specifically mentions a line or route once the paths are drawn. Select the Airplane Line tool. Click on your airport terminal to set the first stop. Zoom out to the edge of the map and click on one of the outside connection icons, the double arrows at the edge of the playable area. Click back on your airport terminal to complete the loop. 3. Check runway direction. Make sure your runways are connected to your terminal stands correctly. Ensure there are taxiways connecting the terminal to both ends of the runway.
I did that.
If your taxiways are one-way, make sure they aren't pointing in a direction that traps the planes at the gate. Pro tip: if you have multiple terminals or cargo hubs, each one needs its own dedicated line to an outside connection to stop this warning from popping up. Once the line is completed, showing a solid colored line that returns to the start, the icon should disappear within a few in-game seconds.
I did that and it's not working. Let's see what it says now. Let's let it generate real quick. Seems like that is becoming an issue, so let me just real quickly do that. And then move this to here so I can have a helicopter. Alright, let's see. What did it say? My water and energy bills are going to go up in cost. Might as well use it. What is this stupid AI going to tell me?
If you've already drawn the paths and set up the line, but the error persists, it usually comes down to a break in the network that isn't immediately obvious. Here are the most common reasons why an airport line won't catch in cities. Skylines 2. 1. Check the runway/taxiway connections. Even if the lines look right, the planes might not be able to physically reach the path. One-way directions. Check your taxiways. If you accidentally used a one-way taxiway pointing toward a gate where a plane needs to exit, the path is broken. The node gap. Zoom in very close to where the taxiway meets the runway and where the taxiway meets the plane stand. Sometimes the game looks like it connected, but the node didn't actually snap. Try redrawing the last segment of the taxiway. 2. Verify the outside connection point.
Taxi
In
is ready to
CS2,
go.
you can't just draw a line to the edge of the map. You have to snap it to a specific outside connection.
And my thing, as you can see, this is pre-built, so it's not gonna apply to that.
If the path just ends near the edge, the line tool won't recognize it as a valid route to the outside. 3. The two-way requirement. The error message mentions and back. The path. Ensure your invisible airplane path is a loop or a two-way street. If you only drew a one-way path out, the plane can't return. The line. When using the airplane line tool, you must click 1. Your airport terminal. 2. The outside connection. 3. Your airport terminal again. If the line doesn't change from a dashed line to a solid colored line, the loop isn't closed. 4. Check for cargo versus passenger conflict. Looking at your screenshot, you have a large terminal. If that is a cargo terminal E, make sure you are using the cargo line tool. If it's a passenger terminal, ensure you aren't trying to snap a passenger line to a cargo. Only outside connection, though most air connections handle both. Quick test. Try deleting the transport line entirely and redrawing the airplane path, the invisible track, as a massive simple circle from your runway to the edge and back.
Alright, stupid.
Then, try to place the line again.
It's showing that for every single one. It's showing it for every single one. I checked my connections, and this has never happened in a game I've played before. I've played, like, many different City Skylines 2 worlds. I know how to play City Skylines before.
If you've built many cities before and this is a new headache, it's likely a specific quirk with the International Airport asset or a hidden break in the pathing that CS2 is being picky about. Looking at your second image, here are 3 things that often cause this all-or-nothing error, even when you think the paths are correct. 1. The pathing node glitch. Sometimes the invisible airplane path looks connected to the runway, but it hasn't actually registered the snap. The fix. Delete the airplane paths, the invisible ones, inside your city limits and redraw them. When you connect to the runway, wait for the cursor to snap and show a circle. If the path just overlaps the runway without snapping, the terminal won't see the outside world. 2. Check the runway ends. In the international airport, planes usually need to enter from one end of the runway and exit from the other. Look at your airplane paths at the very edge of the map. Did you connect both an incoming and an outgoing path? If you only have a one-way connection at the map edge, the game flags every single gate because it can't complete the and back part of the route. 3. The line tool versus waypoints. Check your active lines in the transportation info view. Is the line a solid, bold color? If it's a dashed line or has a broken symbol in the line manager, the game doesn't consider it connected. Try this. Create a brand new line. Click the terminal, then click the outside connection, then click the terminal again. If the game doesn't let you click the terminal a second time to complete route, there is a physical gap in your taxiways or invisible airplane paths. 4. Road connection. The sneaky fix. Occasionally, this error triggers if the building itself isn't satisfied with its road access. Look at the road entrance of the International Airport at the top of your second image. If the road is too curvy or the nodes are too close together, the building might technically be disconnected from the city's pathfinding, which breaks the logic for the air connections too. Try smoothing out that entrance road. One final sanity check. Have you tried unpausing for about 30 seconds? Sometimes the AI takes a moment to recalculate the outside connection status after you've drawn the lines. If you zoom out to the edge of the map, do you see multiple yellow outside connection points, or just one?
Multiple. Alright, this is an issue